Okay, so start standing up, but just bring your feet actually a tiny bit wider than your hip distance. Okay, so press your feet into the mat. Lift those toes up, spread them down wide, press them down. And then huge breath in, reach way up to the sky. And arms by your sides. Again, huge breath in. And arms down by your sides. One more time. Bend your knees and really reach way up to the sky. And arms down by your sides. Just stay here. Bring your shoulders up and bring your shoulders back and bring them down. Bring a little bit of space underneath your arms. Tuck your chin slightly. We're just going to turn your head to look over your left shoulder. And then you're going to bring it to the center and you're going to turn to look over your right shoulder. Come to the center and slowly turn. So you're just looking over your shoulder and you're just pausing. Once you bring it all the way to that rotation, come to the center and turn. Try not to let your shoulders hike up towards your ears. Just a few more times, I'm just turning to the left, center, turning to the right. One more time, turn, and center, and turn. So check in with your posture still, draw your navel up, lift your heart. Now just tip your head over to the left. Feel that left arm straighten down towards the floor and feel the stretch through that right side of your shoulder, of your neck to your shoulder. Come up to the center, tip over to the other side. So reach that left hand down towards the floor. Keep your heart lifted. Come to the center, inhale, and exhale, tip over. Just your head comes up to the center and tip it over. Just a few of these. Inhale and exhale. Come up to the center and tip it over. Up to the center, tip it over. One more time. Tip it over and bring it up to the center. Huge breath in, reach way up. Keep that left hand way up to the sky. Right hand is down on your thigh for support. Reach way up and slightly arch it over here. Tuck your chin slightly. Get so long through the side of your body. And bring it down, hand on your thigh, and that right hand way up to the sky. Arch it over. So you're using your hand on your thigh for support. Nice long side stretch. Come to the center, reach it up. Come to the center, inhale, reach it up. Come to the center, inhale, exhale, reach. Come to the center, inhale, exhale, reach. And then hands down by your sides. Big circle around with your shoulders again. And I want a few of these. Bring them up, back, and down. Again, inhale and exhale. One more big circle around and exhale. Come on up to the sky with your arms and slowly turn to your left. Come to the center and turn. Come to the center and turn. Again, inhale and exhale. So when you come to the center, press your feet into the mat and slowly rotate. So your hips are staying forward. Inhale, exhale, turn. Inhale, center, exhale, turn. Last one, and turn. And come on up to the center and arms down by your sides. Nice, slowly bend your knees. Come down into a squat with your hands on your thighs. Okay, maybe separate your feet a little bit more. And then you're gonna slowly round your back and scoop your abs up high, turn the top of your head down. This is like cat and cow. Drop your belly, arch it with an inhale. Round it up with your exhale. And drop your belly, arch it with an inhale. Round it up with your exhale. So bring the hips forward, turn the top of your head down. And one more time, drop your belly, arch, and round it up. Nice, come right down. So bring your left shoulder towards your right knee and just a little rotation here. Rotate. Come up to the center and bring that right shoulder towards your left knee. Come to the center one more time each side and turn. Come to the center and turn. Come on up to the center and then walk your feet out a little bit further. Now coming into your squat position. So from your hip to your knee, this line right here, that's why I want your feet to point as well. Making sure your knees are right over the ankles. You're gonna reach up to the sky, inhale, and elbows by your sides. Reach up, inhale, and exhale. So I want you to open up the inner thighs too. So you're squeezing your glutes and bring your knees to the wall behind you. Reach up, inhale, and exhale. Nice. Reach up, inhale, and bring those elbows behind your body so you're opening across your chest. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Reach up, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Shoulders are back and down. Get a little lower. Draw your navel in. Try not to hinge from the hips, but bring your shoulders right over your hips. Lift those toes up, spread them down wide, lower down. Squeeze your glutes, knees to the wall behind you. Full breaths here. And let's hinge at the hips, fold it over and walk over to your right. Maybe separate your feet a little bit more so you can get deeper into this side lunge. So you walk your hands over to your right foot. That left leg is straight, maybe a little inner thigh stretch here. Shift your weight back. So you're almost falling back into a chair behind you. Hold a side lunge. Checking out that right knee right over the ankle. Walk it to the center and go walk over to the left. Bend your knee, the knee's right over the ankle. That right leg is straight. Sit back, shift your weight back. Walk it up to the center with an inhale and bend over into that right knee. Come to the center, inhale and bend over into that left knee. Come to the center, inhale and exhale over. Come to the center and exhale, last one. Come to the center and then turn your feet so the edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat if you're on that long side of the mat. And then you're gonna heel toe your feet nice and wide. Keep the outside edge of your foot down on the floor. Go as wide as you can comfortably, coming into a wide straddle. Feel free to put blocks underneath your hands or underneath your shoulders. See if you can make your shoulders and hips about the same height from the floor. Draw your navel up, tailbone to the wall behind you. Your heart is forward. Hold and breathe here. Feel free to widen your hands or put forearms or hands on your block. Give me 3 big breaths here. Full breaths, really getting that breath flowing. Deep, deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Cleansing breath. And then slowly heel toe your feet closer together. Come on in, take your time, heel toe your feet in. Slowly coming up to the center with your feet underneath your hips and come all the way up with a huge breath in. And then bend your knees, hinge from the hips, fold all the way down. Huge breath in, way up, and exhale down. Inhale up tall, and exhale down. One more time, inhale up, and exhale, stay down here. Turn the top of your head down, let your upper body hang down, and let's bring your hands to your elbows in ragdoll. So you're letting your upper body hang down, your knees are soft, turn the top of your head down. Bring your forearms and chest up forward for a breath in, and then slowly fold down with your breath out, and let your upper body just hang down towards the floor. You can stay still or a gentle rock side to side, or making a semicircle around your feet with your forearms. Putting that length through the spine, space between the vertebrae, length through that lower back and hamstrings. Hands straight down, then halfway lift. Straighten your legs without locking. See if you can make your upper body parallel to the floor. Soften the knees, bring your heart forward. Huge breath in and fold it down. Let's come into chair pose. Sit back into your chair. Draw your navel and lengthen your lower back down. Spin your thumbs and biceps to the sky. Bring your arms up a little bit higher. Lower down a little lower. You're almost falling back into a chair behind you. Huge breath in and fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale, fold it down, and let's step back into a plank position. So find your plank on your mat. Heels to the wall behind you. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Bring your heart forward and look towards the front end of your mat. Press your hands into the mat to lift your chest from the floor. Get nice and solid in your plank here. So strong and solid. Let's tap both knees down towards the floor and slowly lift, squeeze your quads and glutes. Tap both knees down and squeeze. Keep your heart forward, look forward, hollow your belly. Both knees down, squeeze your quads and glutes. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Pull it away from your shirt. Tap both knees down and squeeze. A few more. I want you to wake up your core. Get it involved so you can carry that connection throughout your practice today, throughout your poses. Hollow your belly. Tap both knees down. Here's 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. And 1. Nice. Bring it back for our first downward facing dog. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Get nice and long here. Lengthen your body. Feel that nice stretch through your calves, your hamstrings. Nice. Bring your hips back. Feel that length through your arms, your shoulders, through your upper back. Rotate your biceps in towards your ears, upward towards the sky. Come forward into your plank. And let's go down onto your knees. Turn the eye of the elbow forward, slight lift at the hip. Draw the navel up towards your spine. Keep that core connection. Lower down. Hug your elbows by your sides and press up. We have a few of these. Hugging your elbows in by the sides and press up. Maybe you just go down a tiny bit, or maybe you can go so your shoulder and elbow are the same height from the floor, so that upper arm is parallel to the floor. Press up. We have 3 more. Push up. Hug your elbows in by the sides of your body. Give me 1 more. Slowly lower. Press up. Now lie all the way down on your belly. Extend your arms out in front of you. So just look down to the mat. Forehead hovers off the floor. Just hold us here. Lift your left arm up. Lift your right leg up. So get so long here. I want you to reach. Point your toes to the wall that's behind you. Reach that left hand forward towards the wall in front of you. Try to stay centered. Your hips and rib cage are square to the floor. Huge breath in and lower down. Right arm, left leg. Lift it up. Get so long. Reach and lengthen. Get so long. Huge breath in. Center yourself and lower down. Opposite arm and leg. Lift and reach. Inhale. Lower down. Exhale. Get so long. Reach. Inhale. Lower down, exhale. Keep this going. Inhale and exhale. Get so long. Inhale and exhale. Try to stay centered so you're not rocking side to side, and really lengthen your body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale And exhale. We have 4 more cycles. So get so long, reach and lower, strengthening your back, lengthening your body. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Keep it going. I want you to go slow on the way up and slow on the way down. Inhale. And here's our last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows in by the sides of your body. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Lift up for cobra and lower down. No pressure on your hands. Lift up cobra and lower down. Nice and slow. Breathe in and out. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Use your hands to push up onto your hands and knees. So knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, and here we go. Rounding your back and scoop your abs. I want you to pause here. Hips are forward, turn the top of your head down. Hollow up your belly. And then turn your tailbone up, drop your belly, arch it, inhale. Round it up with your exhale. Drop your belly, arch it, inhale. Round it up with your exhale. And then come to center. Walk your hands forward, find your downward facing dog. Bring your hips back and get nice and long here. Spread your fingers wide. Press your fingers into the mat like you're gripping the mat. You get that small gap of air under the center palm. Bring your hips towards the wall behind you. Feel that length through your whole body. Tuck your chin so even your neck is long, looking back towards your toes. Bend your knees deeply, look forward, jump or walk forward. Halfway lift, inhale, fold it down, exhale. Come all the way up. Let's turn to your right, rotate. Come all the way up, turn left, come all the way up and all the way down. Halfway lift, straighten your legs without locking. Fold it down, step back into your plank position, take a flow. Lower it down, use your breath, inhale, exhale, press back for downward dog. Bend your knees deeply, look forward, jump or walk forward. Halfway lift, inhale, fold it down, exhale, come all the way up. Turn left, come all the way up. Turn right, come all the way up and all the way down. Halfway lift and fold, go back to your plank. Firm up your plank, use your strength and lower. Breathe in, lift and press back, breathe out, downward facing dog. Nice work, stay here. Full cleansing breaths. Let's lift your left leg to the sky. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in the right heel. Straighten the arms and square your shoulders back towards the floor. Extend your legs. Come into plank. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow. Hollow your belly. Hold your plank here. Pull your toes up from the floor. Press back. Slowly open your hip again to the side and pause. And extend your leg. Come into plank. Bring the knee to the outside of your left elbow. You're going to stay here, pulling your toes up from the floor. Firm up your shoulders by pressing your hands into the mat. Hollow your belly. Look forward towards the front of your mat. Press back with an inhale. Knee in towards your nose here. You're going to hold this here. Pull your toes up towards your right knee. Press your hands into the mat. Hold. Press back, inhale. And let's come to warrior one. Ground your back foot in. Come on up for our first lunge. Sink into that lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Spin your thumbs and biceps to the back of the mat. Seal your back foot. Lift your front toes up, spread them down wide. Relax those shoulders down. Deep breath in and bring your arms around for a big circle around. Come on up with your inhale. Hips are forward. Exhale, bring it around. Really open up your chest here. Come on up with an inhale. And exhale around. Again, inhale. And exhale one more time. Breath in. And breath out. Come on up and stay here in your warrior one. Come on up with an inhale, open up for warrior two. So make your feet a little further apart from each other. Square your hips to the floor. Draw your navel in and lengthen your lower back down. Shrug your shoulders up and lengthen out through your fingertips. Squeeze your left glute in the front to bring that knee right in line with your toes. Squeeze your right quads in the back as you seal that back foot. Gaze over your front fingertips. Lift your heart up so tall, grounding down solid into the mat. Slide forward to lengthen your side, turn your palm up and reverse your warrior. So sink down and reach up to the sky. Relax that right shoulder down. Come back to your warrior two, then forearm on your thigh, right arm overhead, rotating your right lung towards the sky. Sink into the lunge and press like you're stretching the mat back with that right foot. Keep space between your left ear and shoulder. And come back to your warrior two pose. Reverse with an inhale. Windmill your hands to the floor. You're going to go onto your toes in the back so you can push off and step it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down, exhale. Come all the way up. Turn right, rotate. Come all the way up. Turn left. Come all the way up and all the way down. Halfway lift, straighten your legs without locking. Fold it down, step it back. Really firm up your shoulders here. Feel free to go right to downward dog or take your flow. Breathe in. Press back, breathe out. Nice. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Tuck your chin, look back towards your toes. It's so long through your whole body as you bring your hips back, like I'm pulling you back from the hips. So lift your right leg, turn and open your hip to the side, bend at the knee. So get heavy in that left heel. Straighten the arms, square your shoulders back towards the floor. And extend your leg, come into plank, bring the knee to the opposite elbow. So hollow your belly, firm up your shoulders, pull your toes up from the floor. Solid in your plank here. Slowly press back. Open up your hip again to the side. Bend at the knee. And extend your leg. Come into plank. Bring the knee to the outside of your right elbow. Straighten the back leg. Firm up your shoulders. Pull your toes up from the floor. Press back with an inhale. Now knee in towards your nose. You're going to hold this for a few breaths. Get solid. Pull your toes up towards that left knee. Press your hands into the mat. Pull your navel up. Excellent. Press back with an inhale. Come through. Warrior one. Come on up. So sink into that lunge. Lift your toes up. Spread them down wide. Feel that back foot. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. Bring your arms around, big circle around. Come on up with an inhale and exhale around. Again, breath in and breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath in and bring it around. Sink into that lunge. Deep breath in. Open up for warrior two. So make your feet a little further apart from each other. Square your hips. Draw that navel and lengthen your lower back down. So sink down. Squeeze your right glutes to bring that knee in line with your toes in the front. Feel that back foot. Shrug your shoulders up, lengthen out through your fingertips. Sink down into the lunge. Let's gaze over your front fingertips and just feel the power of the pose. Really lifting your heart tall and confident through your spine. Strong and rooted through your feet. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up and reverse. So relax your left shoulder down. Sink down. Reach up to the sky. Bring it back to your warrior two. Then forearm on your thigh, left arm overhead. Sink into the lunge. Rotate your left lung towards the sky. Reach and lengthen. Keep space between your right ear and shoulder. And bring it back to your warrior two. Reverse with your inhale. And windmill your hands to the floor. Go onto your toes in the back so you can push off. Step it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down, exhale. Come all the way up. Turn left. Come all the way up. Turn right. Come all the way up. All the way down. Halfway lift. So get the stretch here. And then fold. Go back into your plank. Feel free to go right to your downward dog or take a flow. Bring all of the effort into your poses. Everything that you've brought here today for class. Bringing your hips back, get nice and long throughout your whole body. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Full breaths here. Lift your left leg. You're going to bring it forward. We're going to go down onto the knee and the back and let your toes out. So if you have a block or two, you can put the blocks underneath your hands. If you don't, you can bring your hands on your thigh. So check out the knee in the front, directly over your ankle. So that right leg is behind your body. So you have a right hip flexor stretch here. Feel free to go down onto your hands and crawl your knee further back or closer. You need to get comfortable in your pose. So if you have your blocks, move them underneath your shoulders. So your shoulders are right over your hips. You're lifting your heart and you're letting yourself get low into the lunge or press your hands into the mat, into the blocks or your thigh to come out of it a little bit. So you want to find that place that's a comfortable stretch, not too intense, getting that right hip flexor stretch. Hold and breathe here. Just give me 3 more breaths here. Nice, and then lower it down. If you do have a block, you can put it on the inside of that front foot. Hands on the floor first. Tuck your toes under, lift the knee. Maybe you need to bring your foot in a little bit closer, and then you're gonna put your hand on the block, and you're gonna slowly turn to the left. Reach to the sky. So find a good place for you to be in this lunge. The knee is right over the ankle in the front. Reach to the sky, tuck your chin so your neck is long. Hold it here for a few breaths. And then bring your hands down. So you're going to step your back foot halfway up. If you have a block, come up onto the tall end of your block. If you don't, hands are on your shin. So gently shift your weight between both feet. Turn your tailbone to the end of the mat and your heart forward. Look straight down towards the floor. This can be your pose just like this, or take a breath in and slowly fold it down. If your hands are on your shin, just slide it down some, just no pressure in that hand, or turn your block a little bit lower or keep it tall. So center your weight between both feet. Lift the left hip up as you fold your chest down. So find a comfortable place for you to hold. Make sure it's not too intense. Always checking in, paying attention, and being kind to yourself. So don't make it too intense. Make it a comfortable stretch. Feel that stretch of the back of your left leg, hamstrings, all the way up into your lower back. 5 breaths here. One more huge breath here. Nice. Now soften your knee. We're going back. So you're going to step that back foot behind you. Bring the block on the inside of your foot, or you can put your hand on the floor. Slowly turn to your left again. Bend the knee in the lunge. Reach to the sky. Come back to center. Go down onto your knee in the back. Let your toes out. Move your blocks tall, or bring your hand on your thigh. Back to that beginning pose. The knee is right over the ankle. You can keep your hands on your thigh or on your block, or reach your hands up to the sky. Keep your heart forward. Relax your shoulders down. 3 full breaths here. And fold it down. Move your blocks. Step it back. Press it back and bring that foot down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees deeply. Look for jump or walk forward. Listen up. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down. Come into your chair pose. Sit back into your chair and then fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down. Exhale. Step back into your plank. Your choice of downward dog or taking a flow. Breathe in and press back. Breathe out. Nice. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. So lift your right leg and bring it forward. So here we're going down onto your knee again and let your toes out. So that right foot is forward now. The knee is directly over the ankle. If you have blocks, you can put them right underneath your shoulders, okay? Or you can put your hands on your thigh. So I want you to make adjustments. If it's too intense here or not, you're not getting a stretch, bring your hands down and adjust. Bring the knee either further back or further forward, and then come right back up. Try to not to be hinging forward. See if you can bring those shoulders over your hips. Have as much pressure as you want into your hands, either on the block or your thigh, or soften your elbows to let your hips lower some, getting that comfortable hip flexor stretch here. Smooth breaths here. These muscles get so tight, these hip flexors, opening up your hip here. 3 breaths. And hinge it over. If you have that block, you can put it on the inside of your foot. You can tuck your toes underneath to lift your knee up. Feel free to crawl your foot a little closer, or if you feel comfortable in your lunge here, turn to the right, reach to the sky, sink into that lunge, reach up and get that rotation through the spine. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Nice, let your hips lower, rotate. Draw your navel and you'll get a little more of that rotation. And bring your hands down. Hop your back foot halfway up. Come up onto the tall end of your block or hands on your shin. So center your weight between both feet. Turn your tailbone to the end of the mat, your heart forward. So this can be your pose just like this. Huge breath in. Slowly fold it down. You can slide your hand down or turn the block lower. So center your weight between both feet. Think about lifting the right hip up as you fold it down. And then most importantly, listen to your body and make any adjustments you need to get comfortable in the pose. If it feels too intense, go higher up on the block or your shin, or soften your knee a little bit. Find a good place for you to hold. Turn the top of your head down. 5 breaths here. Full, complete breath. We often cut that exhale short, so I want you to be aware. Notice your breath. Give me one more huge breath here. Soften both knees. Step your back foot behind you. Put your block back to the inside of your foot or put your hand on the floor. Turn to the right. Reach to the sky. Get that rotation here. Nice. Pressing into the block or the floor and reaching way up. And then bring it down. Down onto your knee in the back, toes out. Hands on your thigh or on your block under your shoulders. One more time, we hold this here, really opening up that left hip. Keep your heart forward, shoulders are over your hips. Have as much pressure as you want into the hands on your thigh or on your block. Nice, just 3 more full breaths here. And fold it over, move your block. Tuck your toes under, lift the knee, press back for your downward facing dog, both feet down on the floor. Bend your knees deeply, look forward, jump or walk forward. Halfway lift, inhale, fold it down, come into chair pose, sit back into your chair and fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale, fold it down, exhale, step back and take a flow here. Lower it down, breathe in. And press back, breathe out. Nice job. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Tuck your chin and look back towards your toes. Lift your left leg. We're coming into a crescent lunge. We're going to balance on your toes in the back. Come on up here. So sink down into the lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Let's bring your hands together, clasp them together, pointer finger and thumb are together. Your arms are right by your ears. Reach up as you sink down into the lunge. Stay here, or let's challenge your balance some, bringing your gaze up a little bit or a lot, or maybe you can gaze up over your fingertips. Feel all of those muscles in your body getting involved, engaging to hold your pose. Hands come down to your heart center. Hinge it over and bring your hands to the wall behind you. So first, roll your shoulders back so you're squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other, opening your chest. Then straighten your arms. Reach those fingertips to the end of the mat. Feel the triceps also engage. Draw your navel up towards your spine. When you're ready, you're going to bend your back knee and slowly push off. Lift that back leg. Make yourself parallel to the floor. Soften that left knee. Square your hips to the floor. I'd like you to flex your back foot. Toes point straight down, and then straighten that back leg. You can press your heel to the wall behind you. Lift your heel up a little higher. Hinge from the hips a little more. Your shoulders are rolled back. You're opening your chest. You're reaching your hands to the wall behind you. So strong and stable, building that strength and stability in that left hip. 3 breaths here. Now listen, soften your knee and slowly bring that leg through. You can, let's bring it out in front of you. Reach up to the sky. You can balance here, lift your heart. Huge breath in, slowly turn to the right. Your left hand goes the outside of your thigh to assist with that rotation. Go slow and steady. Use your strength, use your balance. And return back to center. Look up to the sky. Squeeze your glutes. Slight arch here. Fold it all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down. Step back and take a flow here. Lower down. Breathe in, lift your heart. And breathe out. Press back to your downward facing dog. Releasing breath. Nice work. Be proud of yourself for the work that you've put in to your morning to bring in that health and wellness to your body, strengthening all those muscles in your body, stretching them, finding that balance of strength and flexibility. Nice. Lift your right leg. Come to your crescent lunge. Come on up and balance here on your toes in the back. Lift your heart, so proud. Relax your shoulders, sink into the lunge. Bring your hands together, clasp them together. Point your finger and thumb are together, fold your other fingers down. Reach up to the sky, arms by your ears. Nice. Hold it here or bring your gaze up a little bit or a lot, or maybe you can gaze over your fingertips. Feeling those muscles activate to hold your pose. And slowly bring it down. And then hinge at the hips. Reach your hands to the wall behind you. Straighten the arms. Engage those triceps. Hinging from the hips, draw your navel up for your balance. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other to open your chest towards the floor. When you're ready, you're going to bend your back leg and slowly push off. Take your time coming into your airplane pose. Flex your foot, your toes point straight down. Square your hips to the floor. Straighten your back leg. You can press your heel back and lift your heel up a little. Hinging from the hips. Get your challenge here. Square your hips to the floor and breathe. So strong. And then slowly soften your knee. You're going to slowly bring it through. Use your strength and balance. Bring it up in front of you. Reach so tall to the sky and slowly turn to your left. Right hand goes on the outer thigh to assist with that rotation. Hold this here. Lift your heart. And slowly release. Feet to the floor. Come on up. I want you to squeeze your glutes, slight arch, and look up to the sky. Open up. then all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, fold it down, step back into your plank position. Take a flow here, lower down. Breathe in, lift your heart. And breathe out, releasing breath out. Ah, nice. Bring your hips to the back wall. It's so long here. Lift your left leg. Bring it through to warrior two. If you have a block, you could put it on the outside of your foot. We're coming into your triangle soon. Come into your warrior two first. So find that pose, lifting your heart. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up and reverse your warrior. Slowly straighten the front leg without locking it. Squeeze your right glutes and quads at the back. Let's tip over and reach forward. Slowly bring your hand down. Your choice is to rest your hand on the inside of your leg or put your hand on the block. Right hand to the sky. Squeeze your right glutes and quads in the back so that hip is supported and you can get a long front leg, tucking your left hip under the right. Puff your chest out to the side as you reach up. Hold and breathe, triangle pose. Just one more breath here. And soften your knee. Move your block to the inside of your foot if you have it. Come back into your warrior two. Now forearm on your thigh, right arm overhead. Press like you're stretching the mat back with the right foot. Sink into that lunge. Then reach your right hand straight up to the sky and unfold your left hand. Just point your hand down towards the floor. You're in your lunge still. Draw your navel in for your balance. Reach nice and long through those arms, through those fingertips. If you have a block, you can put your hand on the block, or you can put your forearm back on your thigh. And we can all fold our right hand behind our back. Bring that right shoulder back. So you're rotating the right lung towards the sky. Now it's your choice. You could have your hand on block. You could have your forearm on thigh. You could reach underneath and bind. Your choice, your pose. Do what is best for you, for your body. Hold and breathe. Smooth breaths. And slowly come back into your warrior two. Deep breath in, windmill your hands to the floor. Step it back into your plank position. Your choice to go right to your downward dog or lower down. Breathe in, lift your heart, and breathe out, press back for your downward dog. Releasing breath. Try that when you come to downward dog. A huge breath out like you're saying, with the HA. And get your body nice and long. Lift your right leg, come through to warrior two. Have your block tall if you have one, near the outside of your front foot. Slide forward to lengthen your side, turn your palm up. Just to keep this right side nice and long, then straighten the front leg, but don't lock it. Squeeze your left glutes and quads in the back as you tip over, reaching forward. Then bring your hand down, rest on the inside of your leg, or put it on your block, left arm to the sky. Tuck your chin so your neck is long, puff your chest out to the side wall. Hold and breathe. Getting that long front leg, tucking the right hip under the left, reach up. Nice, now you're gonna bend your knee in the front, move your block to the front if it's there, and come back to your warrior two. Then forearm on your thigh, stay in your lunge, left arm overhead. Rotate your left lung towards the sky. Reach your left arm to the sky and unfold your right hand. Just point it down towards the floor. Straight down. Sink into the lunge. Hold it here. Feel free to bring that forearm back on your thigh if you need to, or hold and use your balance. Use those muscles. Smooth breath. You can bring your hand on the block or put your forearm on your thigh. Fold the left hand behind your back. Bring that left shoulder back, rotating your left lung towards the sky. So feel free to stay here or take that bind underneath. Smooth breath. Stay in your lunge. Find your pose. Full breaths here. 3 big breaths. And release. Come back to your warrior 2. Reverse inhale. Windmill your hands to the floor. Step it back. Move your block. Your choice of downward dog or take your last flow. Breathe in. Use your strength. Pause in your up dog. Don't rush through it. Press back for downward dog. Nice job. We strengthened, we worked, we stretched all of the muscles in the body. Let's lift your left leg. Let's bring your knee to the left of your wrist. Back knee down, toes out. Feel free to lie on your floor on your back for figure 4 instead. Crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist a little bit. Crawl your back leg behind you. Come down onto your forearms. Widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists, and rest your forehead down. So if it feels too intense and you're tensing, you're resisting, you want to make those small adjustments to get comfortable. Maybe tuck your toes under and bring your hips a little bit closer. Maybe put a block underneath your left hip. Find what works for you, what feels best for you. Take that time. You have the time to get comfortable. Making sure to be good to yourself. Listen to your body. Do what you need to do for yourself. Each day, just make a mental note or a written note to do something that will truly make you happy each day. It could be something very small. Just be some special thoughts that you have. Just take some time out. You have the time. Enjoy that smooth rhythm to your breath. Five more breaths here. And slowly come up onto your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Tuck your toes underneath and bring your hips a little closer. The ankle goes behind your knee. Press to the back wall and bring that foot down. So take your time. Lift the right leg. Bring your knee over to the right of your wrist. Back knee down, toes out. Crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist. Crawl your back leg behind you. Come down onto your forearm. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. So you're feeling that stretch in the right glutes, the right hamstrings. You're opening up the right hip, feeling that release of tension. If you're not, try to get comfortable. Make those small movements to get comfortable. You have the time. We're always trying to rush through from one thing to another. Who knows what we're trying to get to at the end, but we have time to take to slow down, to slow your breath down, to enjoy the moments we're in. Sometime throughout the day, just become super aware of where you are, of your immediate surroundings. Just look at something in front of you. Just really look, listen, take in the details. Awareness brings you into that present moment and that state of appreciation. There's so much we have to appreciate. Just taking the time to slow down and enjoy. Enjoy your breath here. Huge breath in. Long, relaxing, releasing breath out. 5 more breaths here. And slowly come up onto your hands. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Bring your hips a little closer. Your ankle goes behind your knee. Press to the back wall. Bring that foot down. Then bring your legs around and lie on our backs. If you have a strap or even a long sleeve shirt or a towel or a belt, you can bring that near you. If you don't, that's fine too. So feet are hip distance apart, arms by your sides. Nice and slowly peel your spine off the mat. Press your hips up, puff your chest up with a huge breath in. And then nice and slowly lower down. Think about lengthening your spine, like bringing your hips towards your heels. Slowly lower down. Nice. If you have a strap or something, put it underneath your left foot, straight up to the sky. So one hand is on each side of the strap. Your leg is straight up, your arms are straight up. If you don't have anything, hands are just behind your leg. Slide your right leg out. Put some of the strap out or lower your hands slowly to bring your shoulders towards the floor. Tuck your chin, keeping your neck long. And then pass both straps into the right hand, left arm out to the side, or you're just using that right hand on the back of your leg. Just slowly guide your leg, a tiny movement across the body. Find a good place for you to hold. Slowly bring it to center, pass both straps into your left hand, right arm out to the side, or just your left hand is behind your leg. Slowly guide your leg out to the left. It could be a tiny bit. It could be a big movement. You could let strap out or rest your elbow down. It's your pose. Right shoulder, right hip towards the floor. Opening up here. And slowly release. Put that foot on the floor and put the strap underneath your right foot or both hands behind your leg. Slide your left leg out. Let some of the strap out to bring your shoulders back towards the floor. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Pass both straps into your left hand, right arm out to the side, or just your left hand is behind your leg. Slowly guide your leg, a tiny movement across the body. Find that stretch. You're feeling a hamstring calf stretch, but also probably in the right glutes. And you might not even know, but those muscles attached to the IT band along the right side of your leg. Slowly bring it to center, pass both straps into the right hand, left arm out to the side. Slowly guide your leg out to the right. It can be a small movement or big. Feel free to let them strap out or rest your elbow down. Left shoulder and hip towards the floor. And slowly release. Place both feet on the floor. Bring your knees in. This is the last thing. Lift your tailbone up, slowly lower. Arms out to the side. Huge breath in. Roll your knees to the left. Just hold for a moment. Right shoulder towards the floor. Deep breath in. Slowly bring your knees up to the center. Deep breath in. Slowly roll your knees to the right. Left shoulder towards the floor. Deep breath in. And slowly bring your knees back to center. Place your feet down on the floor. Your choice here is to extend your legs straight out, with the bottoms of your feet sandwiched together, your knees fall open wide. Or you could lift your hips and put a block under your hips and bring your legs up to the sky. So either way, bring your arms out to the side, palms face up. Just let your fingers curl naturally. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Let all the muscles in your face and jaw and forehead relax. Give yourself one more minute here just to fully relax so you can feel yourself enjoy that smooth rhythm to your breath, absorbing that positive energy into the body. And releasing any tension that is left so you can feel light and peaceful. Let's just take one more huge breath in together. Fill your whole body with that breath in. Long, slow breath out. If your legs are wide, use your hands to help bring your knees together. If your legs are in the air, slowly bring them down. We'll all bring our knees in towards our chest. Hold on to your shins with a gentle rock side to side, lower back towards the floor. Deep breath in. Roll your whole body to the right with the releasing exhale. Slowly come up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up so tall, draw your navel and lift your heart. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Tuck your chin slightly. Bring your arms overhead with a huge breath in. Reach so tall. Keep this height and length throughout your stay. Slowly bring it down to your heart center. Pressing your hands evenly but softly together, feeling centered, balanced, and strong. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And thank you all for coming to class today. I hope you feel good.
Thank you, Colleen. Namaste.
You're welcome.